Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, today I just want to give a general talk about 3 topics. Then I will summarize most of the things that have happened in Nyabohanse, that majority of people has got no depth on it. Maybe they have depth, but they've just formed a blunt eyes, oblivious to the fact that either they dislike other people, or they just like wallowing into the negativity itself. One, some people might ask, why has death taken toll on Nyabohanse? It doesn't take a toll, but it happens just as elsewhere. But maybe the frequency itself in between, it is something to be worried about. Another question that people might also ask, why is it that all these deaths are being connected to one Ayamarwa and the Ayamarwa families? Also, there is an oblivious fact that people are ignoring, because most of the guys are coming to this YouTube channel not to delve into the matter constructively, but just because they are sycophants and they are playing into the gallery being sycophantic fools. Therefore, their vexations are not geared towards bringing cohesion, but just to chide, just to make a fulfillment in receiving a dime for them to act and paint Amara so negatively. So it is not well balanced and it's not fair big time. Another question that majority of people also might ask is, why is it there are very many negative people basically around Nyabohanse? And these people, mostly of them, they are at once in a lifetime Marwa's friend, or these people at one point have so been close to Marwa, then later they break loose, then started talking bad. What are those things? So, well, I'm going to delve in particular issues. These are the questions that really we need to answer. We need to ask ourselves with answer, and genuinely we'll start deliberating on these issues proactively, on these issues without like taking sides. Well, there are videos that I won't show today, but I'll just give a fair kind of and a well-balanced kind of a discourse, so that we mirror out these issues going forward as it would be at one point. So guys, if you're coming across this video for the very first time, kindly click at the notification bell. Take a moment or two to subscribe to this YouTube channel, so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify you instantly. So let's dive in after the break. Welcome back to my YouTube teacher. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, let's dive in lest we forget. So remember the 3 questions that I've asked. They are going to form the basis of this reaction. So pay keen, because the answers falls in between. So it is upon you and upon your activeness and upon being good student of literature, then you'll grasp the depth of this discourse. The number thing is why people sometimes might worry. Why is this death? Let's take this kind of a small study. Nyabohanse village. This is a small tiny village in Eastern Africa that most of it were neglected by the government. Most so, if you go to Nyabohanse, you'll find the different kind of organizations. They are either community-based organizations, the CBOs, or faith-based organizations, or you'll find the non-governmental organizations. Being yours truly, I've worked in organizations in Migori, non-governmental organizations. And this governmental organization was to bridge the gap so that there's good sanitation, the health. Remember time when I told you we sank several boreholes just because we realized there is no source of water. These were the community and the minority that were neglected. Even the government themselves don't care. That's why along the radius of you can walk in a distance of even 10 kilometers. There's no even health facility. Right now, there is only one health facility in the entire Nyabohanse. There's no even 2. Such that when there is emergency, somebody will be driven close to 100 kilometers for them to reach the emergency service, like critical health conditions, maybe in Migori County. And that one is not even enough. So that one explains you to the reasons why there is that mortality rate. It is not about people are saying the cult of the things. No, that's hogwash. Are you there? Let's take a typical example. You saw the video that Gintu put up, so controversial, but there was a particular kind of thing that really came out of that video that I wanted to talk about. It being that that video is no longer there in YouTube street. So, and I never wanted to air it because it was so controversial. I want just to pick different kind of variables then we talk about. Number one, when Gintu asks that man, what is the problem? They said, the deceased died of what we call the tuberculosis, something that really took time for it to be known. So that one really explains the reasons why there are underlying issues that are affecting people. And people keep on spreading it to each other, but they don't know because the lack of facility for the preventive measures. Because somebody with a tuberculosis itself, the pulmonary tuberculosis, that was a contagious disease, that was a communicable disease that really needs somebody to be isolated. But you see, within the Nyabohanse village, people will keep on spreading from one family to the other, from their cousins. So you find up 10 people from one family is dying. Living it now, Bitiriba, to face the consequences because of the YouTube, because of the rumors that when you're doing YouTube, you're a member of a cult. Are you seeing the coincidence and the correlations itself? You know, lack of education and lack of awareness because the government agencies have failed. It is more in Kenya that the minority and from the entire deep in the villages. That's why you will go to Turkana, you go to Kwale, such things happened. First of all, the lack of education. It also came clearly when Gintu asked this guy, what is the solution and what's the problem? The guy said it's TB. And what's the solution? The guy said it's church, which means any other person deems is sick, their next salvage is going to the church. You know, the church cannot cure diseases. When somebody is sick, somebody should just move to the hospital, not to the church. That is a disconnect. Health matters, people should move to the church, people should move to a hospital, not to a church. So you see the disconnect. Somebody is sick, somebody would rather sell their belongings and her cows and livestock to take to the church for tithe, while not sell this kind of belongings to go and seek medical health. The disconnect. Such that when some people die and kill, people died and killed by such kind of diseases. Therefore, they start apportioning blame to Yamarwa. So this is the kind of the thing that we must speak unto ourselves, and we must be very factual. So that is Nyabohanse to you. It was well depicted from that video. Are you there? Now people started fighting that because the disease, somebody is complaining that somebody killed somebody. No. It was a pulmonary tuberculosis. And a pulmonary tuberculosis is a communicable disease, very contagious, that somebody needs to be taken to isolation. So somebody is sick for some kind of duration, somebody's grow so emaciated, ended up affecting 5 to 6 family members dying mysteriously, then you start apportioning blame. That is the disconnect that you are getting. And another issue, it's also education itself. It's not there. I'm not saying the entire of it. Most of people have acquired education, but lack of information. Being informed is not about education. Education is going there to attain the knowledge, a basic in school. But information, being informed with the current trends on how to deal with other kind of pandemic and pandemoniums and any other kind of arising discourse. You might be well learned and well educated, but you don't know how to handle other issues. Are you informed? Are you resourceful with information, with the current information that might enable you deal with certain kind of pandemic or endemic itself? This is what is lacking in Nyabohanse going forward. The same way you are seeing other death throats. So the lazy gang must stay clear and must stay off of peddling lies. Two issue, and this is about Mama Grace and Mama Ann's. There is some explanation that I really omitted and never explained to death that now you must get. Helping somebody doesn't really mean you like them or you love them. You are just sympathizing and empathizing with their situation at them. Bridge the gap, therefore you let thee. Because in Swahili they said, tenda wema, nenda zako. It's like, do your goodness and do your better. Then go your way. Huh? Change this world into a better place than we found it. Then give yourself some business and stay out of other people's business. I think this is what Mama Grace is doing. And Mama Grace has been helping majority of people. Don't get me wrong on this, because I've tried to explain to people so that to get to know. So the fact that there are other people who are so ungrateful out there does not mean in their times of grief, in their times of solace, seeking solace, that we should be neglecting them. You know, we are just the same way I've been reacting. I'm not against anyone, but I'm against the character and traits they did. Even at the time when they received help from Mama Grace, I pinpointed the fact that that prayer was a mockery of God. That prayer was a mockery to Chad Amayugo. That prayer was on a mockery at the face of Emarwa. Because the prayer was done in a camera, no problem with it. But the person filming was laughing, and everybody around that prayer, they were laughing. That itself is a blasphemy. That one in itself is mocking God. It's a mockery itself. Hey there. It was done in a mockery. That's why I started my reaction telling people that let us not do a reaction. Let us not get into some kind of a mischievous act in disregard of other people's humanity. Such that also whenever you receive help, don't receive help with contempt. Such that whenever also you are helping other people, don't help people with contempt, and kindly don't give other ill motive such that other people also should be chided. People are saying this couldn't be Mama Grace. I don't have the fact whether it's Mama Grace helping them or not. What I know, Mama Grace has been helping people. Mama Grace is not discriminative. It just helps. All that I did is to just bring it into the camera and give an accolade where it's due. The principle, which means my reaction or my analysis is based on principle. It's not based on an empty vexations, hot air, or a well-chased goose that are not making sense going forward. Are we together? So on that mere fact is that let's be brother's keeper. But ya mwenzio usilale milango wazi. As Swahili saying simply means, do not be a stumbling block on your brother's hope, on your brother's fortune. That is it. Always open heart when somebody receives, gives clap. We only be against and advise the Mama Ann's family. Please stop shenanigans. Receive help, give thanks where it's due, but stop chiding. Stop the vexations with the lazy gang. Lazy gang bring any other good thing, take, build your family. Are you there? Do whatever you want to do, but avoid the negativity and the shenanigans or any other kind of things that might be dim seen gallivanting towards another the lazy gang. And the last issue is about Emarwa headed to Argentina with Russia. You know, I've always said on this platform that most of the prophecies of the lazy gang, there's none of them that has really come to pass. There's none. They've all prophesied all manner of things that already been broken either by Dimwango and Emarwa. They prophesied that Emarwa will never head to Germany. Oh, Emarwa will never be given visa because Emarwa was denied the visa by the US embassy. But don't you need a US visa to head to Argentina? So right. How comes Emarwa is traveling? So who unto you? Who unto you? Now Emarwa left home yesterday. They are moving to Argentina. Are you there? Others said, oh, Emarwa is just going to Argentina because it's forced by Russia. No. Remember, it's not the first time Emarwa go to Argentina. This will mark the third time Amarwa will be in Argentina. So it's not a visitor in the Jerusalem. Very many people are prophesying that, oh, that marriage is not going to work. My friend, it's going to work. And let me tell you, Amarwa and Rocio in Argentina, that marriage itself, interracial marriage, will stand out. And start viewing that channel going forward. That channel is going to skyrocket. If Amarwa will go there and stay for a period of 6 months and be not controversial and be true to themselves, to their marriage, working together, showing us how the interracial marriages work, moving from one place to another, attending interviews to all these radio stations and all these TV stations, that channel is going to grow. And in a period of 6 months, the channel will reach 1 million mark. I'm telling you, mark this. I'm telling you. I hope this is the trajectory, and I hope Amarwa and Rocio could listen to me. I hope this video will reach them. You know, Amarwa made his YouTube channel and his YouTube breakthrough mostly in Colombia. And this is the South Americans region. And I'm telling you, and it's the same place Amarwa is headed back to. Which means you're not only aware of the culture, the culinary signature, all the weather, and also speaking their language. It's so easy for Amarwa and all of them for their channel to blow up. I'm waiting for that thing and for that time and for that auspicious time that where that channel will grow. And all that we have to tell them, we wish you good health. We wish you journey masses and safe skies to your landing destination in Argentina. Guys, until next time, this is Senior Zach.